welcome to Viking Views. I'm Courtney Campbell. Missouri Valley College continues the improvements on new resident buildings called Valley Village. Viking Views' Beatrice Salas reports on some of the details about this new investment.
Missouri Valley College keeps working on Valley Village. The new building will be located right next to Burn Athletic Complex.
Yes, we're ahead of schedule right now, so things look very good, bar some crazy snowstorm that's a blizzard for days or something like that, but right now we're ahead of schedule and we plan to have it open for the fall.
The Valley Village will look like Viking Village.
We have 80 spaces for students. There are 4 buildings with 4 apartments in each building, and then each apartment has 5 private bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the washer and dryer, and then a commons area.
The more houses located in front of the Valley Village will be destroyed in the spring. There is no student living there right now.
It's $500 above the base rate per semester. So it takes you an extra $1,000 a year to live there above the normal housing on campus.
The Valley Village will be available for students in the next semester. Beatrice Salas, Viking Views.
Students can submit applications to live in Valley Village at the beginning of the middle of March. After traveling around the world on a comedy tour, comedian Sydney Costello stopped in Marshall to perform for the students of Missouri Valley College. Viking Views' Randy Beck reports on how comedy can be more than just a few simple jokes.
The Eccleston Navy Theater was the place to be for comedy on Friday night. Comedian Sydney Costello headlined the show that got the whole theater laughing. For the last 11 years, Costello has been telling his jokes and making a mark in comedy movies. He says his material mainly comes from personal experiences some people might be able to relate to, and some maybe not.
I had a girl show up to my house unannounced and try to hit me with a car. I might talk about that. Like a funny experience somebody can relate to.
Since his career took off in 2008, Costello says he has traveled all over the world making his mark in comedy.
I got to travel the world. Like recently I just left the USO tour, so we went to Sicily, Italy, Djibouti, Africa. We went to Bahrain, Afghanistan, and we went to Germany. I've been to Canada, I've been to Dubai. I went to Dubai, off standing, which was dope. And yeah, get to travel the world, don't have to pay for it, and they pay you to perform, which is absolutely amazing.
Costello plans to continue performing around the world and will tape his 1-hour comedy special Sunday, February 14th. Randy Beck, Viking Views.
For one Missouri Valley College student, taking the bull by the horns is literally what he does at the world's toughest rodeos. Viking Views' Guillermo Amasquita reports on how this student is living out his dream.
Just a general ad.
Coleman Rude isn't your average Mobile student. He is a bull rider. Coleman has been winning his way to the top in some well-known rodeos. Coleman explains what he does.
The world's toughest rodeo is a professional level of rodeo. They have just a few events. They have bull riding, saddle bronc riding, and bareback riding. And then they also have barrel racing at some of them. And they only take 12 people. And they're pretty legit. They run it pretty tight, and it's a good program to go to. They pay pretty well.
Coleman travels to compete at these events and tells us about his winnings.
I did in North Carolina in Raleigh. I did pretty good. I ended up second in the bull riding there. And then the next weekend we went to Sioux City, Iowa, and that was a BOA, Bull Riders of America. So it was a different association, but it's still a pretty renowned level of professionalism. And I ended up winning first there both nights because it was a 2-day deal, and it was pretty good. We've been pretty blessed the last couple of weeks.
The bull rider started very young taking on these animals and tells us why it's a dream come true.
I started rodeo when I was little. I think I got on my first calf in the 3rd grade. It was I was in a horse and pony for 4-H, and we were there and we were having a meeting one Monday, and they told me that they just kind of told us they're gonna have a rodeo there that weekend, and you guys should come and everybody could try out an event and see if you guys like rodeo. And kind of hit my buddy, and I was like, oh man, I could go ride a bull there. And then he was like, oh, me too. Then I showed up and he didn't, and my dad still made me get on, and ever since then it's just been a life dream.
I'm Guillermo Mesquita, Viking Views.
Rude is going to take it easy for the next couple of weeks to let his body recover so he can be ready for the next rodeo, February 25th through the 27th. Missouri Valley College dance students are learning how to exercise without ever touching the ground. Viking View's Nathan Gertz went high in the sky to see what they could do.
Missouri Valley College dance major Rebecca Dalio has been performing high in the air since she was a child. She recently started teaching her fellow dance majors how to exercise off the ground by using a performance technique called aerial silks. Dalio says that a trip back home reminded her how performing dances from atop a large silk rope hung to the ceiling could help a person stay in shape.
Well, when I was younger, I did 1.5 years of silk, so I already had experience. And last summer, I went back home and I did some more classes, and I forgot how much body strength and it's the whole body working, and I forgot how everything works for you to go up and to do things in the silk. So I thought, well, that would be a really cool workout for the dancers and for us to get more body control and everything.
To get started, dancers limber up with dynamic stretches. Then they rub their hands and feet with a sandy chalk-like substance to help with grip on the silk. Finally, they wrap part of the base of the silk around their foot. Tia Mortensen is a dance major trying aerial silks for the first time, and she says she certainly feels the burn.
It's really hard. Like, I can't even get off the ground yet, and we've been doing this for at least 4 weeks in a row now. And I'm tired after the first time trying it. Like, my arms is just done.
Despite a lot of physical work and learning, Dalio and Mortensen both think aerial silks could eventually become part of dance productions at MVC.
We're thinking about it. Yeah, that would be really nice.
It could be really cool to have more than one silk from the stage going down and then do like a unison formation, or have one and then a solo dancer exploring, and that could be fun.
So don't be surprised if the next dance recital at Valley features some aerial acrobatics. Nathan Gertz, Viking Views.
The dancers meet for workouts every Monday and Wednesday afternoon at 5 and every Friday afternoon at 4 in the Morrison Gymnasium. That's it for Viking Views this week. I'm Courtney Campbell. Thanks for watching.